Hey Gravy Flips, welcome to the place where we sell furniture, collectibles, and video games in order to have some extra side money and to make some side profit and to build our own video game collections or do whatever we need to with some extra cash. My name's Brian. I'm doing a mini-series today where I'm going to be reacting to an amazing video game collection that a guy posted. Before I do so, I want to remind everybody that when I get to 250 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm going to be doing a video game giveaway. This is a complete in-box Marvel vs. Capcom Sega Dreamcast game. All you have to do to be in the sweepstakes is make sure you're a subscriber and comment below. You can comment on this video, Marvel vs. Capcom Sega Dreamcast. If you do so, and you're a subscriber, on October 31st, if we're at 250 subscribers, I'll be doing a roulette wheel sweepstake, and you have right now like a 1 in 20 shot, so a 5% chance of actually getting this game. I want to give this away. I don't want to keep it for my own resale or collecting purposes, so please, before you do anything, hit like, hit subscribe, and thank you so much for joining us today here on Gravy Flips. But anyway, today's episode is something special. I've been wanting to do this for a while. A guy posted his video game collection in 2023, and I always love watching the video game collection videos, and so I'm gonna do a whole little mini series of me, Gravy Flips, reacting to collections that people have at their houses and talking about certain things and seeing what we've got. So before I get started, give some love to this guy, Super Harry 64. He's the one who made this video. He's got 75 subscribers, but I think that he should have way more. His style seems to be pretty good. I've seen a few minutes of it already, and I just stopped it and I was like, okay, I gotta react to this. So let's watch this together and see what we've got.
Alright guys, my name's Harry and welcome to my video game collection. I love collecting retro video games, especially Super Nintendo all the way up. So yeah, I just want to show you guys my 2023 collection. We got my Spider-Man and Venom statue, some JoJo Bizarre Adventure statue over there. Already, we got a pretty strong start here.
Alright. Alright, so I'm already taking my hat off. From the start, he's got the Grail of the N64 right here. The complete in the box Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut. The cartridge alone sells for about $1,500. This complete in the box, I've seen it sell for anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 depending on its condition. Like, holy cow, that should not be in a glass container in your house. If there's a house fire, oh man, I would be crying.
Got Clay Fighters, Aerial Fighters, Pocket Rocket 2, Super Mario World.
That Super Mario World 2, you might be wondering why like the most common game on the Super Nintendo is so special. That one's actually worth around $800 to $1,000 complete because they really didn't make very many boxed copies. This game complete was only sold. It was very undersold because the majority of them actually came with the consoles. So believe it or not, one of the most common games complete in the box is sold for around $1,000 depending on its condition, and by the looks of it, he's done a really good job with this one.
My first video game that my dad got me, Dracula X and Chrono Trigger. I know that people are a little hesitant about Wada games, but I don't care. So,
dude, it doesn't matter. Wada does a good job. Just ignore the whole Wada drama. Yes, they were ripping people off. Yes, they caused a bubble. But Chrono Trigger and Dracula X will always be worth over $1,000 complete in the box. Fight me. I don't care.
That's Cyclone Filter 3. Not Ninja Gaiden. Resident Evil Gaiden. A pretty underrated game there. Probably for a good reason. We got Metal Gear Solid on a GBA. Game Boy Color, sorry. And then we got Rayman 2, the Watch Edition. It is a sealed copy, which is awesome.
Okay, so let me go back a little bit. I have had a lot of these come through my hands on collections. Resident Evil, I've had it sealed. Back then, in like 2019, it sold for around $500 to $1,000, and it still does. This one's graded. It's got an A+ seal. That's probably a $1,500 to $2,000 game. Rayman 2, it's sealed. Big whoop. The most interesting one in this showcase is Poop Slinger on the PS4. What a fun game to see if you go to a gaming convention. Poop Slinger. It was kind of a parody game that was made. It was undermade. Not many copies are out there, but that sells for around $1,000 complete.
A pretty underrated game there, probably for a good reason. We got Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy Color, sorry. And then we got Rayman 2, the Watch Edition. It is a sealed copy, which is awesome. Tamashi and Poop Slinger. Now, if you guys don't know anything about these games, I would highly recommend looking up a video. It is very bizarre, like super interesting.
I want to spend $1,000 on
here
Poop Slinger.
We got Ghosts and Goblins, some of my PS1 games like Persona 2, JoJo Bizarre Adventures, Suikoden 2, Persona Revelations.
All right, yeah. So he's got some GameCube staples here. He's got the Gotcha Forest, it's like $500 complete. He's got Chibi Robo, and I think this is Final Fantasy Path of Radiance, but I'm more interested in this. That looks like a Spider-Man game that's back here. Hang on.
Local Profile.
Yep.
Shadow Towers made from software.
Yep.
Gotcha Force. Cubivore. Hypergrind Radio. Hypergrind Radio. Hypergrind. I'm just gonna call that. Chibi Robo. And we got Baby Kaitos Origins, Fire Emblem, Resident Evil on Sega Saturn.
We had that game on the channel about 2 months ago. I got that locally. I sold it for about $250, and it was in really good condition.
And we got the Spider-Man on Sega CD. Now the other part of the Grail here, Hagane. Whoa, Wild Guns.
All right, let me go back a little bit. Hang on, I'll put us back here. No, okay. There, we'll start here.
Whoa, Wild Guns.
So, Hagane, the Final Conflict, the condition on that looks pretty good. That is one of the Grails for the Super Nintendo. It's worth around $1,800 complete, so I'm really shocked to see him having it here. Again, people, if you have so many items that are worth thousands of dollars, don't keep them on a shelf in your house. If you live in the Northeast like I do, one cold night can give you a burst pipe, and water is not a friend of cardboard. A fire, God forbid someone breaks into your house, I wouldn't have all this stuff on a shelf.
Spider-Man on 32X. Kyo supplying.
All right, yeah. So we talked about this in yesterday's video. There's the mother, Earthbound big box, $3,000 to $5,000 game. The Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire on the 32X. That's another $1,800 complete. I don't know the value of this guy, but oh man, what a collection.
Kyo,
wow.
Is that how you say it, guys? I have no idea. Kyo Flying Squadron, Earthbound. And keep in mind though, all these games are a CIB, so that's what I love collecting is CIB. It just annoys the heck out of me if it's like a loose copy. Captain Commando, Toricon 2,
Yep.
Lufia 2, Demon Crest, and a bunch of 3DS systems.
Okay. I got two of those in person. I paid $800 back in like 2017 for, maybe it was 2018. A guy whose roommate left gave him like a box of like Super Nintendo games, and believe it or not, I got a Lufia 2 and a Demon Crest. The cartridges were loose, but the boxes and the manuals were actually in another box right next to it. So I got them along with like 30 other games for $800, 800. So to see these here, Demon Crest used to cost around $500. It's traded sideways for that history. I've kept an eye on it just to see what its value is, but man, as a Zelda fan, These are cool, man. He's got some serious value here. The Super Nintendo edition, you know, loose is like $400. I don't know what it's worth in the box. I've never actually had it in my hands, but wow.
Systems and 2DS. Pretty cool. And I got a sealed Atomic Purple Game Boy Color system there.
Oh wow, that's sealed. Yep.
Down here we got another PS1.
Okay. Right off the bat, you can see it. We talked about this game right here, Trombone, the Mega Man spin-off game that's worth like $500 complete. I mentioned this in a video I put out yesterday talking about 10 games that you could have on in your collection or that you could find at garage sales. It's a PS1 game. Here's Klonoa. There's some good titles right here. I've had this Mortal Kombat 3 come through as just the disc before, but I wouldn't put it in my collection next to these two Grails, in my opinion.
One PS2 Grails going on here. Mortal Kombat 3, the jewel case version, which is very hard to get and find. Got a Trombone, Kelowna, Tail Centrio. Dude, I am butchering these names, so don't hate me, guys. Please don't.
It's okay.
Clock Tower 2, Kuon. Ooh, fun fact about this game, though. I found this at a garage sale, and I don't even know what the game was. I just kind of bundled it together.
Dude.
But the guy wanted like $5 for the game, so I'm like, okay. I came home, I'm like, holy crap, how much is that game worth? Super.
Yeah, so he basically has the two horror grails of the PS2 right there. If he found a Kuon at a garage sale, I mean, good for him. That's a $900 to $1,200 game, and then Ruler Rose is between $500 and $700 complete. If you have it sealed, a lot more than that. There's some other games back here, but let's keep going just for time.
Games here that I really love.
I'm vengeance.
We got Batman and Robin.
Yep.
Turtles
it's like $500 complete.
Classic, and a bunch of really
FF3 is like $300 complete. Breath of Fire is not that much.
So like
Turtles in Time, I think that's like $300 complete.
Fire, Maximum Carnage, yes.
Yep, Super Mario All Stars. I have that right on the shelf over there.
RPG,
it's like $150.
Yes, please, and Final Fight.
Whoa! Holy crap! That is awesome. Goku, Mario. I love this. I want it. Oh my god. I made a video about this right here. He's got the Gale XD. So this is like $1,000. He's got the Pokemon Eevee. He's got the Scarlet and Violet dual pack. He's got the just random Pikachu stuff. There's what, $1,500 to $2,000 right there on those two shelves. Dude, is that signed? Holy cow! And there's another $1,000 right there. Holy cow! This, like, I'm excited for the guy, but there is so much value down here. There's, yep, Wii stuff, Wii complete in the box. Wow! Wow, wow,
so this
wow.
is my bookshelf area. Nothing too crazy here. Probably the only craziest thing would probably be the signed Super Mario 64.
Dude, who signed that?
We got the Cloud on a bike. There, we got a lot of like really cool things I collected throughout the years. Switch stuff, and now the main thing is this corner cabinet. I
just saw a Shantae. Oh my god.
Okay, we got Guts up there with Goku.
Is that a little Samson too? No! Ads! Ad. Let me skip that, hang on. Boom. Yes, I do have premium, but on my personal account. There's Mega Man 5.
Every which way. I feel like this game's a very underrated game. Not a lot of people.
Holy crap. This is unbelievable. Yesterday, I literally put out a video talking about the 10 different levels of like games that you could have in your collection, and like I got a little crazy at the end mentioning like Little Samson and Shantae. I mentioned this one too. This game complete is a $2,500 game. This one looks like it's sealed. That's maybe $1,000 game. He's got the Louvre 3DS game. I know it's got some serious value, like the Barbie game, but no joke. But what I'm looking at are these two graded little Samsons, like, dude, those are probably like $10,000 each. Holy crap. What?
People talk about Shantae on the Game Boy, the 3DS version of the Lufia, which is pretty crazy. Got this on a trip into.
And look up there, look up there. There it is. Panzer Dragoon. We literally talked about 3 of these games in yesterday's video, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. I made a video on the 10 different levels of games that you could find at garage sales or you could have in your collection that you don't know is worth a lot. Check that out. Because then you can make a Grail video like this. Oh my god.
2015, when we were out there, it was pretty crazy, so I got that. And 2 little Samsungs. Wow. Look at that, 8.0.
An 8.0
and a 9.2.
And a 9.2.
Yes. So this is kind of a speed run of showing you guys what I got, and one of my personal favorites is
there. Yep, there it is. I talked about this game in that recycling bin video. Mega Man 5. The cartridge is worth $200. I got it. It's around here somewhere because we still haven't listed it. I don't see it. I should cut this whole part, but whatever. I'm gonna find it. The box. I got the box in a storage unit one time. And I sold it as a lot to somebody, and that store, my friend who owns it, he sold that box in like 2019 for around $500 on auction. So just the box for that Mega Man 5 is worth $500. The manual is worth like $300. So it's crazy. This cardboard is some serious dough.
Is my Mega Man collection.
Dude, and he's got Mega Man X3. I got that collection in a collection like about 4 months ago. I can't remember if I made a video on it. But just the cartridge is like $300. I think complete. It's well over 1,000.
Holy bananas! That is okay.
Dude,
Nintendo collection. I think that is very complete. So we got.
That's a semester of tuition at college. I don't know why
I did that in
what
different order.
The heck?
But I do that. I got 7 soccer. I'm still collecting the Nintendo versions, but here the Game Boy classics. 1, 2, 3, and 5. I'm missing 4. So the convention that's coming up really soon, I'm hoping I can snag a copy of 4 and also the Game Gear version, which is
all right,
my
let's move
incomplete
Pokemon
games. But I mean, they are complete. But
dude, all right. He's got Gale of Darkness, Emerald, Yellow, Crystal. That's what. Crystal is probably about $1,000 complete. Emerald's about $500. Yellow is about $3 to $4. Gale of Darkness sells for about $200. Pokemon Stadium 2 is like $250. This Heart Gold with the Pokewalker, I'm assuming it's in there, is like $300 to $400 unless it's sealed. Then it sells for like $800. Red, I had the box come through. I looked at that value recently. It's $250. Blue, same thing, $300. But this is the gem. This is a game that had a very small run release. It's a $2,000 game if you have it complete in the box, but it doesn't look like he has the link cable and the memory card. So he's got 2,000 what? Roughly $6,000 here, and this is the 3DX. The 3DS XL Charizard edition with the 1997 art on it, the watercolor paint. These sell for about $800 to $1,000 complete in the box. And then this looks like the Pikachu Eevee Pokewalker ball that sells for like $70. So there's definitely between $6,000 and $7,000 here, at least.
I don't have as much in my collection as others. Got Pokemon Crystal, Emerald, Yellow, Red, Blue, Gold. Yay! I don't have the cardboard, which I am missing, but hopefully I can grab that one day. And down here, guys, because I love, collecting series. This is my Silent Hill collection. I'm a huge fan of Silent Hill.
Okay, so I talked about these games as well in that 1 through 10 video. This is just unreal. Each one of these Silent Hill games sells for about 1 to 150 complete. This one right here, Shattered Memories, I've only found it once out in the wild. This one's worth about 350 complete. I'm assuming he has the PS1 games back here. So there's about, what, 350, 4, so like 5, 6, 7, 8, it's around $1,000 down here. Not the best part of his collection. The Pokemon box up there is worth a lot more, unless these are sealed. In that case, it'd be worth a whole lot more.
As others, I'm a big fan of Silent Hill 2, but we got Shattered Memories to other Xbox games. But yeah, that's my main collection. Let's keep going, guys. Some of my PS5 and Switch games.
Cow.
Cool.
Dude!
Bunch of Switch games I got going on here. Pretty awesome. This is my 3DS collection. I'm not going for a complete 100% collection, but I just want to collect.
And he's got miscellaneous Game Boy games right here. CIB.
One of the coolest systems I've ever seen.
This guy's hardcore.
Yeah.
This guy's hardcore.
What do you mean?
Look at that. 2 copies of Ocarina of Time. Those are what? 200 a piece. Complete. Secret of Mana is $200. Castlevania is at 3 or 4. 4 is another $200. I got Paper Mario. That game's gone way up. Is that Majora's Mask? Another 250. I can't really see the titles there, but there's too much for me to add up and make a fair estimate on. This guy has a serious collection. This isn't a $10, $15, $20,000 collection. This is getting up there to about $100,000 to $125,000 worth of video games, and there's so much variance because of condition. I don't know which ones are sealed. I think that's Pokemon Black up there, but let's keep watching. Amazing titles here, and a lot of great titles too. Very expensive titles like on here. Still need the dream to collect the Barbie one, so maybe one day I'll own that one. Go Barbie! If you guys didn't know, the Barbie is the most expensive yep. 3DS game. So definitely get that. Dragon Warriors. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games, and Game Boy. Wow. Metroid, yeah. Very nice. Both Zelda, there's $400 right there. Mega Man games here. Those are like 150 a piece. Simpsons run. I mean, guys, look at these covers though. I mean, how fun is that? Krusty House? That's pretty awesome. Bart escapes from Camp Deadly. That is amazing. And yeah, just like some games like this, just like a really great artwork. That's what I love is like amazing quality cardboard. It's not banged up or anything. Nope. And has great artwork. Some DS. Okay, black version, that's $80. White version 2, that's like $150. So his Pokemon games right here, those are around $600, $700, not more. Jeez, I'm crow. This dude's got some money, just chilling. DS games. 60 on the Spirit Tracks. Super Nintendo games. Here's some newest addition to my collection here. I've got Paper Mario. Best game of all time. Absolutely the best game of all time. I replayed it a couple weeks ago. It's on the Switch. If you have not played Paper Mario, the original ones, like Paper Mario 64 or Thousand Year Door, do yourself a favor and play those games. It'll change your outlook on video games. I just love that artwork. Doesn't that look cool? All right. And down here, this is my mix of PS1 and Dreamcast games. So we'll have to like do a separate video for this at some point. But I just want to show you guys my game collection here. He's going way too fast. I saw Legend of Legali up there. To me, I just love this. Grandia. Oh, he's got the lunar. Dude, he had the lunar tracks. Some cool statues. Okay. So, let's let this little part finish. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video game collection. I am Harry. This is my 2023 game collection, and yeah, I can't wait to add more to it in the future. But if you guys want to see more videos, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Okay, he is one cool dude. Please, if you're one of my subscribers, go over to his channel and hit subscribe and follow this dude's stuff. I think he has 75 subscribers and like 3 people. We want to give all the video credit to him. This is his collection. This is his work, his filming, his craftsmanship on how he conveyed this to us. I am just a bystander evaluating his collection. Please go show him some love, hit like and hit subscribe, and give me a second to change camera views and we will go through this and give it my official grade. Let's talk about how I am going to grade video game collection reaction videos. So, as I'm a teacher, One of my favorite things to do is to create rubrics. Not at all. I figured that we'd have 5 different levels. Level 1 is a nostalgia navigator. That's like an F. Okay, we have modern maven, we have an eclectic enthusiast as level 3, a retro maestro as level 4, and a level 5 is a pixel perfecter. Lovely. I'm going to be using 5 different criteria to grade the video. 1, diversity. What systems are covered? Is it just one system? Is it diverse? Because a real collector collects a little bit of everything. Quality, you know, are they loose cartridges? Are they sealed and graded? Or are they just CIB? The presentation, I'm going to be judging the overall condition, and the monetary value and the overall investment of the piece. So, I gave this guy an overall 4.25 out of 5, which is a great way to start this little mini series. Fantastic collection. Starting at the top, his diversity. This guy hit from the Super Nintendo. He hit all the way through to PS5. He was hitting I didn't see much Xbox though. He was hitting a lot of PlayStation, a lot of Nintendo. I would have liked to have seen him have some Xbox Grails, have some of the Sega Genesis Grails. If he really wants to kick it up a notch, he could go back to Atari. He had some NES stuff, but he didn't really have much Xbox or Xbox 360 or Xbox One at all. So for me to give him a 5, I would definitely like some Microsoft to be represented. His overall quality was pretty good. It was a 4 out of 5. The stuff that he had that he knew was worth money, he definitely had it protected. Not as much as I would like to have him protected. You got to keep in mind that when you have this much value in a house, it's a real liability. I have to have a separate insurance for the inventory that I have, because if there's a house fire, most house insurances are only going to cover up to $10,000 in monetary value. If you have a $125,000 video game collection, guess what? You're not going to get a check for 125 grand unless you have a collector expert come out and appraise the work like they would for fine art. So storage is definitely something he wants to work on. He has 3 nice displays, and then his other displays, they seem kind of crowded. It doesn't look like he was working with much space, but I would definitely like to see him upgrade his space, maybe dedicate a room to it, maybe create a gaming room. It seemed to be kind of like shoved in any nook and cranny that he could find. His overall condition, as I said, the games that were in good shape were in sleeves, they were in protectors, but he did have a lot of his complete games kind of like on random shelves. They didn't have any protector cases around them. I saw he had Pokemon Black without a DS protector, or Black 2, or was it White 2? So I would like to see him take the time to really protect his 3DS games, his PS1 games from a bump. The shelf that he had his 3DS games on really didn't seem like it was very safe, so a dog or a toddler running by could knock him down. And lastly, I gave him a 5 out of 5 for monetary value and investment. This guy has, as I've said it several times, at least $100,000 in video games there, maybe even $125,000. He might even have slightly more depending on what he can get at auction. Those little Samsons are really the pieces to be interested about. Those could fetch up to $10,000 to $15,000 in a few years. I definitely would like to see him work on his presentation and finding out how to protect his investment. I would highly recommend that he gets like a gun safe, or at least a safe to protect from fire. And if he can have his games as high off the floor as possible, that would also be another good recommendation. But as I've said, he got a 4.25 out of 5, which gives him in my scale, a retro maestro grade. So this is a fantastic way to start, and thank you guys so much for joining me on our first overall video game collection video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.